You are live. I got No Name Lane in the building.
What's poppin'? What's good? What's good, love? How are you?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy.
So
glad it's the weekend.
Yeah, for real. I can't wait to eat because I was just like waiting for this pool photo shoot, and now that it's done, now I can fucking eat and drink.
Yeah.
Maybe for like a night, and then I have to get back on it.
Yeah, I drank a lot last night, so I like woke up and was kind of like, I don't want to eat. You know how
so today is World Suicide Prevention Day.
It is.
And so I've been looking up these like holidays, you know, that have like some type of meaning or just like ones that I want to talk about. And so I did the International Overdose Awareness Day. I did that last week with Sober Junkie.
Oh, that's the homie. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, I had him. He was one of my first guests, like when I started the show.
Yeah, he has a good story too, man. Recovering after shit, been clean for a long ass time, got his shit together.
Yeah. So he was, you know, good for that. And then I was trying to figure out like who I could ask that it, you know, like it's like kind of offensive to somebody to be like, hey, did you ever think about taking your life? You know what I mean? Like it's, you know, because if they don't talk to you about it, I feel like.
I don't think it is. I don't think that's weird. I don't. Only because I don't have a problem talking about my mental health or just life or just, but it's just like anything else. It's just like, to me, I think talking about suicide is kind of like farting. People don't want to do it, but everyone does it. You just gotta talk about that shit. Just fucking talk about it. Just let it rip. Just let it go. Everyone does it.
And let it rip.
Fuck it. Yeah, who cares? Everyone does it.
Well, I know we briefly saw you on. So you saw NoNameLn already. You saw his interview, both his interviews on my YouTube. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. But I know you briefly said that you grew up with anxiety and depression your whole life, right?
Yeah, yeah. I actually tried to commit suicide in like 2015. Was it 2015? Yeah.
What happened?
It was just everything just coming to like a certain point, like my whole life, just everything adding up, whether it be the deaths that I've witnessed, whether it be me losing people close to me, whether it was stuff that I've done, whether it's stuff that I've went through, how I've been treated by certain loved ones or certain people. It just adds up over time. And it's just coming to a breaking point of just being tired. Like you're sick of it's like tired of being tired. You know what I'm saying? You're drained mentally, physically. Oh shit, I don't know what happened to this light.
It just drained.
Oh, there it goes. I don't know what happened. Yeah, see, I'm talking about that light went out crazy. But yeah, honestly, it's just coming to a fucking breaking point and just being tired and truly not wanting to be here no more. And the thing that really gets dangerous is when someone gets hopeless. Like when you're hopelessness, like you're full of that. That's the worst because you don't have hope in anything changing. You don't have hope that this is gonna get better or this. Why does the lights keep doing it? Hey, psych. Can we just make it stay on so it doesn't keep going like that? It's like pulsating. See, that's like I don't know why it's doing that. But yeah, so anyone that gets to that point, I just try to give them some type of hope because you need that. Because once you don't have hope, there's nothing like you're not holding on to nothing. So it was just
basically you're like at the total end of like having any type of hope for yourself and people around you.
Yeah, that was my situation. I can't speak for others. Yeah. But I've had growing up, I had two friends take their lives, and each one of them was different. You know, my best friend I grew up with, Celeste James, she hung herself, and that was over her being bullied and her boyfriend. But it was crazy. She was a beautiful woman. She played on the U.S. Olympic volleyball team too, all throughout high school. And she fucking hung herself over being bullied and her boyfriend. Like everyone's reason is different, you know. Everyone has a different reason why they feel like they're there. But that's why when I do talk to people that want to take their life, I want to get down to what is it, what made you feel this way, what caused it, because you have to know what's causing it, you know, the root of the problem. Because I've talked to some people and I've just been like, but it's not for me to judge, but I've looked at them, I've been like, it's not that serious for you to be at this point. Like there's deeper, there's something to it than just that. But it's just, you have to know your root too, because you don't want to be triggered. Or if you ever do have your depression or you go into, because sometimes I have like months or days where I have like I'll be down, but I know I'm down, so I'll tell my people like, hey, I've been having a really depressed week, just look out for me, talk to me, holler at me. And Yeah.
Do you think that depression and like suicide go hand in hand? Like that somebody has to be really depressed to commit suicide or try to think about it or have those thoughts?
Um, yeah, just me being a human, if I was sitting here trying to think of ways of why someone would want to take their life, it all come down to hopelessness. Yeah, just hopelessness. It could be for any situation. I've seen, well, not seen, but just living in Vegas, I've heard, by people that work at the casinos of people taking their life because they're in gambling. They're like, maybe that person was hopeless. Like, damn, I can't get out of this. I owe this much money. What am I gonna do? Fucking take my life. I don't know, you girl. There's people that have killed themselves just because they found someone cheated on them. Like there's some reasons that I feel like no one you shouldn't take your life over. You know what I'm saying? Another person, but everyone's different. But it all comes down to hopelessness. You feel fucking hopeless, whether it be with that person, whether it be in life, whether it be at the fucking job, wherever you wanted. Once someone's hopeless, like that's all bad. That's not good. You have to have a faith in something. It's just like a religion. You have to have this faith. You have to have something to chase to get you. Because if you don't have nothing, what the fuck do you have?
So what happened with you in 2015? Because you're still here.
Yeah. It was crazy actually. Um, I don't remember what ticked me off that day, but I remember I was staying with family at that time, and I went to the park, and I had like a bed sheet, and I fucking tied it around the thing, and I was like, I remember I was just standing there fucking crying, and when I did it, I was there, I blacked out, and then when I woke up, it was crazy. I guess like I fell out of it or something, but when I fell out of it, I don't know how long I was out for. I saw like people running towards me from like where the homes were, like because I was in the park. I saw people start like running towards me and shit. And then I got up and I was just sitting there, and then I saw cops coming and shit. And I got up and I fucking took off and I ran. And I remember people were calling my phone and they're like, "Hey, where are you? Like the police want to look for you, this and that. They wanted to talk to you." And eventually I just went back to the house and I talked to the cops and shit. But they're like, "Yeah," they're like, we got to call people, like, you this, that, you're unconscious. They're like, "We have to take you to the hospital." And I went willingly and shit, and I talked to them. And that was my first time ever going. And when I was in there, you were supposed to be in there. It's like a 48-hour hold of 36 or some shit, but I actually got sooner. The very next morning, someone from like a mental health institute comes and talks to you, whether it be like Las Vegas mental health, Aurora mental health, wherever the fuck you live, you understand? And she came and talked, so come and talk to you, and they'll do an eval on you to see if you need to go somewhere or if they're gonna let you out. And yeah, I literally sat down with this psychologist and I told her my reason why I got to this point and why I felt the way I did. And she was just like, I've never had no one really sit there and break it down to that point, because I literally had to explain to her why I did it. I completely feel hopeless because of boom, 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 and boom. And after someone tells you some shit, sometimes it's like, damn, like what can you say to that? Damn, that's unfortunate. That sucks. Or that's, you know? So sometimes it just, I don't know. I've had some people tell me some shit. I'm just like, damn, what the fuck can I say to try to make this better? Like, that really sucks.
Right. Like you can't say anything to make it better.
But at the end of the day, that's why I really want to talk today, because you have to relate. You have to let other people know. Like, so say, I don't get why people are afraid to talk about it. It doesn't make you look no type of way. It's just kind of like I told you how I related to the farting. It's kind of like crying. Men don't want to cry. It's okay to cry. It's okay. Like, everyone cries.
Right.
Everyone does. Like, it's okay.
I don't think
But
people realize like how I think probably like fucking over half the world has mental health issues, at
yeah,
least.
I don't get it, bro.
Right? Like everyone has something going on, I
We
think. Even if
life
you
fucking
think that you're not
sucks.
crazy, like, or that you don't have a problem, you probably got something that can qualify and be put in the box.
Yeah, whether it be when you're growing up and you're a kid, there's something. There's no way in hell that like someone has some type of something. There has to be. But it's just like I said, being aware of it, acknowledging it, owning it. Like anything else, a lot of people don't own something, whether it be a problem or whether it be anything. A lot of people don't want to own it, and you just have to own it. Yes, I have depression. Yes, I have this. Be aware of it. Like I said before, know what causes it or triggers it. And just try to help others, man, because it sucks. I literally just went to a funeral the day before yesterday. Fucking, I lost another homie. It's fucking sad, man. It sucks. It's
Sorry.
unfortunate. Yeah, crazy, crazy. I literally just lost another homie. Fucking, but yeah, you just gotta be aware.
So how'd you feel after that whole incident? Like, did you feel like now you want to live
Um,
your life to the fullest, or were you like mad that you were still here?
I was mad, but then I was like, damn. I related it to, because I told you before in our last interview, I've been through a lot of crazy shit. There's been a few times I should have been dead, or you know what I'm saying? Or there's been times where I flatlined twice actually when I was 2 and when I was 20, where they had to hit me with the EKG and fucking breathing tubes and everything and bring me back to life. But I was just, after that, I was just like, there's a reason why I'm fucking here. Like, how the fuck did I tie this noose with a fucking bed sheet? And how the fuck did I fall out? Like, what? How did I fall out of it? That's what I didn't know. I was unconscious. I don't know. So I don't even know how long I was hanging there for. I don't know if I slipped out, but I don't know. So it's kind of like if someone tries taking their life and like you don't die, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, so I didn't see no purpose in trying again or ever doing it. But I'm just look at it now like when it's my time, it's my time. Just because I have witnessed death so much, and like I said, I just had another person die. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I just embrace life more because I don't know when it's gonna happen. But I just don't want to do it on my terms. I don't want to be pushed to that point to where I want to do it on my terms because out of depression. You get what I'm saying? I don't know.
Right. Well, I mean, you don't want to take your own life. You just want to go when you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Not when you're emotional. When you feel
Yeah,
like you
but being having depression too also taught me not to act out of a singular emotion. So this is another cue that I look at too. If I ever feel something coming on, and I know that I'm this way right now, I try to go work out. I try to do something. Like if I'm like, damn, I want to take my life today. Let me not do it right now. If I feel this way tomorrow, the next day, maybe in a week, we could probably start assessing and maybe talk. You know what I'm saying? But I don't act just out of a singular emotion anymore. Because that's when you do stupid shit, you do shit that you regret. I was talking about that actually the other day. I was like, I feel like they should legalize like how you it's like how you can euthanize animals. Like they should have a thing for humans. Like if you walk into this facility and everyone would know too, like damn, if someone goes in there like they want to like take their life, but you should be. I think it should be like a 90-day program where you actually stay. You have to stay somewhere. It's kind of like a retreat. You have to get away from all your shit, but you go through a 90-day program to try to get you out of this or out of wanting to kill yourself. And at the end of the 90 days, if you still want to do it, you should be able to sign a paper and let them put you under. That's what I think.
Damn.
That's real ass shit. No, for real. Like a lot of people didn't ask to be brought into this world or want to. Or if you don't want to be here, like I understand it goes against religion and this and that, but
Well, not if somebody else kills you, right? That's what they say. I mean, they say as long as you don't kill yourself, that you'll go wherever you believe in, I guess. But then once you kill yourself, you automatically go to hell.
I mean, yeah, we euthanize people in prisons when they get sentenced to death. I mean, I'm not saying go in there and fucking electrocute people. That's not what we're gonna do. Anesthesiologists, you're literally gonna put them under, and they're never gonna wake up again. Like a humane way to do it instead of, you know what I'm saying, and watch suicide rates drop because they have a place to go for this 90 days to try to do this and try to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now we're not walking into homes where people blew their head off, or like my friend, you're coming home fucking a hung body in the house, or whatever way someone decides to take their life, which is usually fucking really tragic or shitty or bad way, you know? So yeah. I rather, God forbid, I'd rather fucking my friend Bob go out a humane way and do that if he really wanted to do that than to blow his head off.
I mean, I think it's really hard though if you don't have a support system, you know, because like you said, you felt hopeless. You're hopeless.
What's that go back to? Yeah, you're hopeless. You don't have. Who do I have? Who do I have to call on? Who do I have to lean on? When I'm down and out, when I feel this way, who's really here calling me? Who's? And then you start to think about other shit. Well, damn, I do all this. I'm this person. Why don't I get it back in return? And then more shit kicks in. It's just a fucking. It's like kinetic energy. Like when you kick a ball and it goes to roll. It just starts to roll. It's like a snowball effect. It starts to fucking snowball. That's another thing you got to be careful for too. Don't let the shit snowball, because then it's gonna get bigger and bigger. And yeah.
So you said, I remember we talked in the interview when you died, and you said you were like in the hospital looking over.
Yeah.
Looking down at yourself, right? In the hospital bed.
Mm-hmm.
So when you come back, like you said, now you know that there is more than just this world. There's a spiritual world. There's all other dimensions and everything.
Yeah, so I was funny. I just talked about that at my friend's funeral when I went up there, and I just mentioned, you know, how he's still here and he's still like, I related it to the fighting. You know, I was like, when we're in our 5th rounds, because a lot of our teammates and other fighters were in there. When we're in our 5th round, you know, when we're tired, when we need that extra push, when we need that, he's gonna be there. We're gonna have that. We even though we lost someone great today, we gained an amazing space. It's a very spiritual world. He's gonna be more stronger to us gone than he is here. It's fucked up to say that, but you know, so that's why I tell people.
That's why I feel like sometimes you don't grieve as much, like, because you know they're going somewhere better. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it doesn't overpower you. You're just like, okay. Yeah. I mean, personally for me, but I also am a little like cold-hearted. But I think like for me, I'm like, okay, they're in a better place, so I don't have to like cry about it every day and be upset. It's like they're fucking living their fucking dream. I just wish I was up there with them.
Yeah. Yeah, when you witness death so much, you may not even have to witness it. So you just come to grasp with the fact that everyone's gonna die. Everyone's gonna die at some point, and you don't know what time it is. It makes it a lot easier, and I just appreciate people a lot more. That's why I was in LA right now. I wasn't supposed to be here, but one of my friends randomly hit me. I was like, "Oh, it's J Rock. He's one of our close friends. It's his birthday tomorrow." I was like, "I'm fucking coming. I just want to see you guys." You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to hug you guys, be around you. Like, that shit's real. It's hard to do that and think about that every day, but I make that a priority when I wake up to the people that I really care about, to let them know, like, hey, I love you. Good morning. Just, communicate as much as I can. You know that you
Right.
don't know. You don't know.
I've gotten a lot better with reaching out to people and like checking on them, because usually it was just like people checking on me. I was never like being a great friend or a great anything. I was just like always going. So now I've incorporated that, like, and I feel like my friendships have gotten a lot stronger.
That's good, yeah. And
telling
that
people
goes
that
a long,
are thinking
that goes
about
a
them.
long way. Thought being a thought. That's actually something I look for in people. I don't know if I said this before or not, but someone who's thoughtful. They show that they really care about you and they're thinking about you when you're not even there. It can be something as small as like you coming home and your fucking best friend got you your favorite candy. Oh, is that 7-Eleven? I know you like these. I got you. Oh, thank you. It's thoughtful. Or it could be as big as they got your fucking car.
Yeah, it's just like caring. Like when you
yes,
care about,
you're thinking about me when I'm not around. Like it could be something small, it could be something big, but thoughtfulness is an amazing trait that I look for. And when you're thoughtful, that helps a lot of people, especially back to the suicide thing, being helpful for people that are just being there to talk. Also, sometimes all people just need is just someone to talk, someone to actually listen, someone to communicate, someone to feel like they fucking really care. That's one thing I noticed too. A lot of people, they feel like, they're like, oh, I don't feel like I belong in this world. No one cares about me, and that's crazy to me. I don't know how people get to that point or just feel that hopeless that no one cares about you at all. Like, what do you? I don't know.
Like you have really bad friends.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
person, like,
I
because
just
I
want to
feel
know
like
why.
even when I was like at my rock bottom, I still had like people I could, talk to.
Yeah.
And I feel like I never had, and I never went through depression or anxiety, so I never had like any type of thoughts about like I never had bad thoughts about myself.
Yeah.
So.
And then I talk to people, excuse me, about suicide a lot just because I'm very open about it. And I talk to people sometimes who are insecure or have low self-images, and that's kind of hard for people that have suicide states because of that, because they feel they have a low self-esteem when they look a certain way. So I teach people to also, because there's different, I feel like different levels of suicide. You have to know why. Like I told you, it all goes back to what's the reason why. But for people that do it in regards to feeling like having a low self-image or they're ugly or out of weight, shape, whatever the case there may be, it's just showing people just to own who you are, love who you are. Truly, they don't love themselves, but you should. It doesn't matter who you like. That's the biggest thing too with suicide too. You have to understand self-love. You have to love yourself. If you actually love yourself, that helps a lot with not wanting to take your life. Because at the end of the day, if you, it's just I remember growing up, I heard my mom say, she's like, I don't need no man. Like I love me, I love y'all. Like I love me, kind of like a I love me enough kind of thing. Like you gotta
So do
love
you have
you. You gotta love
self-love now?
yourself. Yeah, definitely. I love who I am, and I appreciate me so much actually. And it's funny. Well, I remember when I got my first title, I didn't thank God or no one. I was like, I want to thank me. Real shit. I want to thank me for not giving up. I want to thank me
Hey,
for
you did the damn thing, right? Shit.
no, just anything. It doesn't matter if you get a degree. It can be something big, something small. I want to thank me because I
That's what I'm
didn't give
saying.
up.
You gotta give yourself props. Like,
Yeah, and
you
people
can
don't do that
say
enough
whoever
too.
helped you. You can say whoever helped you, but like you did it.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
you had it in you regardless.
All those hours you had to stay up at night working on this term paper or doing this, or all those hours you put in working to get to that point to climb up in this thing. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Thank yourself more. Love yourself.
I
Know
love me.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I love
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
We have a great time.
Facts. But
So
that
do you
will
think
definitely
like
help.
what?
I said no, but all that will definitely help. If you're aware of all that, that will help. For sure.
So what do you think the cry for help thing is? Like, when people write letters but or don't do anything,
Yeah.
or if they like want to get caught, you know what I mean? Like, how do you handle that?
That's why I said too that there's levels to suicide. But where do you fall in at? Are you doing this for attention? Is this a cry for help, or is this legit? 'Cause I've seen people, and there's one time I was talking to a friend who was talking about, oh, I want to take my life, I want to take myself, and I kind of felt bad. I was like, if you wanted to do it, you wouldn't be doing it. You would have just fucking did it. You're not about to sit here and fucking, oh, no, fuck that shit. If you're gonna just do it, you're gonna do it. So, but then again, you don't want to push people you don't know. You're not them. It's weird, but people that just want to cry for help, and I think that's not really suicide. That's like a mental illness, you know. That's just like I knew someone that would like to cut themselves, and like their legs, their thighs were full of fucking slices and just random little cuts and little. And yeah, I don't. And I asked them why. I was like, well, why did you cut? And they were like, I loved feeling the pain and like watching the blood, like for, like this is crazy reasons and stuff that triggers them, and they knew that. So like, I remember he wouldn't watch certain movies because it will trigger him, or like remember going back to triggers, knowing what will cause certain stuff. And yeah, I don't get it. Why seeking attention over your life? That's like the ultimate. It's like kind of like the boy who cried wolf. You can't do that. You're gonna cry wolf so many times, and no one's gonna believe you.
Right.
And this is your life. This is the biggest thing in life. This isn't no small shit. Like you're playing with your life. So
Yeah, I feel like I've been around a couple of those people that I'm just like, look, you ain't gonna be going back and forth, and like this is like I can't be there for you with you acting like this. Like I'm sorry. Like
yeah, like come on,
it's a
dude.
deeper
This
issue. It's something else.
yes. And people will try to use people for pawns or keeping people, and it happens in relationships a lot too. You see that. Even people I talk to. I was talking to a chick, and she mentioned how to do it. It's like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself if you leave me. This, or that, or blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
And, you know, so.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been. No.
You never been
The
around that?
dick was never that
good. She said the dick was never that good. I had a crazy ass chick that wanted to fucking leave my house one time. That was nuts. But that has nothing to do with what we're talking about today.
The one that stayed for days. That's what you were saying.
Yeah,
On the last interview, you said chicks want to just stay there for days. I'm like, I'm trying to get the fuck out.
Like, dude, what do you go home? What are you doing? Why are you still here? But yeah.
So, what about like teens with? Go ahead.
Have you ever been in like a depressed state? And if so, what's the deepest it's gone to? Like, what's the darkest place that you've ever gone?
I've never really been like depressed. I think I've just been like disappointed and maybe a little sad about things. But I feel like I was always like on survival mode, fight or flight, my whole life until like a few years ago. So for me, it was like I had no emotion because I just had to go. Like I was like a total, just like
you're just numb to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I actually did like some Reiki lately and stuff, and I've been working on opening my chakras and getting my energy back because I don't have to like be in that mode no more now. I'm blessed to be at like a level where I can kind of breathe a little. So I feel like now it's time for me to elevate and kind of like get into that. Okay. So I'm like, I'm super, like I've always just been positive too. Like even when I was in the most negative space.
That's good. I read a cool little meme today, and it said, in a relationship, I want to be your second priority. I want you to put you first. I want you to put your mind first, your body. And it's just made like a little list of things. And I was just like, oh, I was like, that's actually dope. That's actually cool. But yeah, you got to put yourself first.
Well, because what you are is what you attract. Right. So I didn't even realize this shit. So my whole life I've been toxic. I'm attracting toxic motherfuckers. I don't know why.
Toxic on toxic.
You know, so now I'm like, oh, okay, this makes sense. You know, you like put out different energy and then different energy will find you.
Yeah. That's why, yeah, I was telling some girl that she's like, oh, it's just fucking be dang douchebags. I was like, well, you're the one attracting them. You're the one choosing them. Like, it's on you.
Yeah. Pretty much. We need some reformed spiritual thugs.
I'm about to start
Where they at, though?
I'm about to start a reformed thug church. Church for the Reformed thugs. We take shots instead of fucking crackers and fucking the blood for like the Greek water or whatever the fuck it is. We smoke blunts and take shots. All raw.
Hey.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
We hotboxing the church up there preaching, talking.
I'm hotboxing the studio right now.
If you can, please open your raw papers, turn to page 23. Go ahead and roll that up, and follow me. Let's read along in the scripture.
Wait, were you the one saying though about how you were? Oh, you were like Christian. Were you Christian before that?
Yeah, growing
Death
up,
experience.
and then after I fucking had that shit where I was outside of my body looking down on myself, I ain't going to no white light. I ain't talking to no Jesus Christ. I ain't do none of that. It just really like made me like, nah. Like I said, I believe in God, whoever God is, but I don't believe in Jesus Christ. I can't follow this man, and it sucks because I was just at my homie's funeral too. That was just that, and the lady up there was talking like, but we know he's in heaven because he believed in Jesus Christ and he followed Jesus Christ. And if any of you just want, let's bow our heads. And if any of you just want to say this prayer too, you'll be in forever eternity. And it just kind of reminded me, like, damn, when I was a kid, I believed in all this, and like, I was like, damn, should I pray to Jesus right now? Is this the real way? Is this that? And I don't know. And because I don't know, all I say is that God, whoever you are, forgive me. That's my ultimate sin. I feel like is I may not have did that, but don't punish me because of that. You saw where my heart was, and I'm a good person. And I'm weary and tired from my travel, but I went through a lot. But at the end of the day, I believed in a God. I believed in a higher power. I may not have prayed to their son, Jesus Christ, or whoever that was, but I still prayed to you. I showed my respects. You know? So that's going to be what I say whenever I go in front of whoever this is, or if I was in front of these gates or whatever. Just forgive me for that. Forgive me for not saying. If I did go, what if I did go see Jesus Christ? If I popped up in front of this dude, I'd be like, yo, like, forgive me. I used to, but I didn't because of this. I thought this, but can you be mad at me? Look at how I live. Look what I've been through. Look at, like, you understand what I'm saying? So I don't think at the end of the day I'd be really judged for that. So I'm just going to continue to not pray to Jesus Christ, but pray to God, whoever that may be.
Right. No, I feel it. I think religion's more of like a box now because I grew up in like a, like religion, but nobody like practiced it, but it was around. So Christian was the, religion. And it was always like, so like, I'm like,
what were your parents?
I'm like, I just said a prayer and now I'm going to be going to heaven. I don't get it.
What are your parents? What religion are
they? We grew up like Baptist Christian.
Baptist Christian. Yeah.
And then I went to a Christian high school, but I went to a normal school. Then I went to a Christian high school, and then I couldn't even walk because I fucking smoked weed at graduation. And so I was just like, whatever.
Yo, that'd be a lit ass thing to do if you walk and get your diploma and light up and walk across. Oh, no, you got it in your hand, but wait till you get it first in your hand, then do it. That'd be hard. Someone needs to do that shit. That'd be viral.
It was at prom. We got caught at
prom.
We got caught at prom, and then we couldn't walk. But like, I was always just like, all right. I don't know. So now that I got more into spirituality, I'm just like, I just kind of trust whatever it is. Like you said, like there is a God. Meditate, pray, do whatever you got to do to him. I think that if you just like kind of work on yourself and your fucking energy, your life's gonna get better regardless. Instead of you having to constantly pray and ask for things, you could just do them yourself. Is that fucked up?
No, not at all. I feel it. Yeah, and like I said, I don't feel like Jesus Christ is gonna punish me again because, like they say, what about all these other people that aren't Christian? Are they all gonna go to hell because they don't believe in Jesus Christ? Because they believe in Allah, or they're Buddhist, or they're this, or they're that? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's just another thing that makes me feel better too.
Christianity says that if you kill yourself, Christianity says if you kill yourself, you go to hell.
You go to hell. That's what it's saying.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I've always wanted to know that. I wish I could talk to, like, I don't know. I mean, I like to dig in people's minds, but you can't talk to someone that took their life. Like, I don't know. I've always wondered that. It's kind of a deep question. It's kind of like as deep as like how did we start? Where did we really come from? Like, it's just one of those things too deep. You'll never know. We'll never know. We can't talk to this person. We're never gonna fucking know. So it's irritating. That's one thing in my life. Like, I don't like to think about it because it's fucking irritating me. I'll really just sit here and just like, oh, like, what the fuck? Like, damn. But I
So
always
my
want to just know why.
what do you think's the best thing to do to be there for someone? Just like constantly pick their brain, be like, are you good? Check on them. Like, because, you know, some people don't want to talk about it and you don't even know until they do try to kill themselves. And then you're like blindsided.
Yeah. If you really do fuck with someone, I believe that does have suicidal depression. Just really ask them, like I said, know the root why. Do they know why? And then if you know why, be aware of that. Because what if your friend Becky, like you see them post something on IG or you're like, oh shit, here we go. Hey, what's going on, Becky? Is this because of Eric? Hey, is this because of your dad dying? You know what I'm saying? Know the reasons why. If you fuck with someone, you should know why. I feel like if y'all fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? You should know because if I'm ever depressed and I hit you up like, hey, I've been depressed the past few days. Hey, is it because of this? Is it because of that? You know what I'm saying? It's easier to treat it. It's just like if you knew someone had something, if you every time they run into the hospital, if you know this person has that, we have to treat them with boom, 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 boom. It's easier to solve the problem. If I know what causes this, it's easier to treat it or help you right now or get to the cause of the root.
Yeah.
But then some people you don't know too, like for example, it'd be like some like Stephen fucking what is it, Stephen Williams? What was the actor's name?
Robin
I'm
Williams.
high. Yeah, still says Stevie. Yeah, Robin Williams, happy, smiling all the time. You know, you would never know, and everyone's
Yeah.
different.
Well,
So,
they
like
say
you said,
that
some people
like
don't like to talk
happiest
about it.
people or like the comedians and the happiest people have the most depression.
Yeah, but does that come with the lifestyle it is though? Because you got to think about that. It is a crazy ass life you get into. Let's just be
I mean,
realistic, because I be around that life and do a lot of shit, and it could fuck you up. It could cause a lot of.
so last year, my niece and my nephew we both had like suicide scares with them, and so
Uh-huh.
they were fucking 10 and 15 at the
So
time.
suicide, thinking of suicide at 10, right?
So yeah, so my niece like wrote a
Okay.
note. So you know, my niece wrote a note, and then 2 3 days later, they found my nephew like floating in the fucking woods with his wrist cut, and like thank God he told somebody because
Uh-huh.
they pinged his phone and they got him. But I like if they didn't get him, he was gonna die. So he like really wanted to kill himself, but he told somebody. So it's like I don't know if it was like a you know
Yeah, but I feel like people that do that, they really wanted to prove a point. That's one thing too. I've got to points where I've wanted to take my life out, so out of like wanting to prove a point. Like, yeah, y'all motherfuckers. Like, let me collect my words and say this right. There's times where I've been like, damn, I wish I could line up all these fucking people right now and take my life right in front of them just to make them regret everything they fucking done to me. All the times you fucked me, all the times you did me foul, all the times I said please or help or do this or you did me foul, or you did me fucking wrong. Because y'all are
you want to
fucking
make them feel like
y'all are
shit.
fucking hurting me that fucking bad that I want to line y'all the fuck up and just boom right in front, just to make y'all fucking see that and have to deal with that. Like, I felt that way before, so I understand why people would do that. They'll hurry up and be like, boom, 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 because they know that people are gonna rush and they're gonna come down. I'm gonna be like this. Y'all are gonna see me like this. You're gonna see me at this point now. So he could have did that. You know what I'm saying? That's why like some people they'll go live now. They'll do that shit on live. Oh, this what you know what I'm saying? Like
It's
it's fucked
crazy.
up, but
But you know, he also said he had a good like he had like an experience kind of too, and he had another situation where he like passed out for a while, and he had like that little spiritual experience real quick, and came back, and he was super depressed after that, and he was like, I don't want to fucking be here, like I don't want to be here, you know, and I'm like, how the fuck do you tell a 15-year-old like it's gonna get better, you know, even when you know around their life around them fucking sucks too, so it's like.
all right. So my question is, because I was just talking about that the other day, because someone told me a crazy ass. He's like, yeah, the kid's suicidal. He's this age. I was like, that doesn't make sense. How is he or she 10 years old and suicidal? You're a 10-year-old child. You shouldn't even be able to know that feeling or know what that's so crazy to me. That hurts me and it makes me question too,
Well, because
because it's
she's
like
already
what?
had fucked up shit happen to her at a young age. So it's like mental health issues with You know what I mean?
It's that bad to where I could see that, like, if you're like molested or raped and you're just like, fuck, my life sucks, or just whatever the fuck happened, or you've seen your mom get beat. I don't fucking know what may cause that. But like me, I started getting thrown down flights of stairs when I was 6 and my ass beat by my mom's ex-husband at the time. It was really weird because growing up, my mom has always been with black or mixed men. But I remember in that part of my life, she was married to this white dude. But he'd always beat mine and my sister's ass, call us monkeys, niggers, throw us down flights of stairs. Fucking, he was racist as fuck. And it never made sense to me. My mom was with this dude for like 2 or 3 fucking years. But even at that time when I was going through all that, I never thought one time like, damn, I want to take my. I was a kid. I don't even know. Like, I don't think my mind even comprehended or knew. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. I
So
never even had
that's why I'm
like,
like, damn, for you to be a 10-year-old and think that, like, what did you go through? I want to know. That's why I said it makes me wonder, because that's heartbreaking. You're a fucking kid. You shouldn't even.
right.
You
That's
shouldn't
like
even be
that shit
thinking
like
of. You
really
shouldn't
broke
be
my
thinking
heart
about that.
bad.
That shouldn't even. Like, what are you even talking about? That shouldn't even be in your fucking head. You should be. You're 10 years old. You should be worried about fucking going to practice after school for whatever you like to play your little sports or play your videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even think like,
Right.
what? That doesn't make sense. I can't even fathom
Yeah, I
that.
just try to talk to him as much as I can and then check on him all the time, you know, because that shit broke my heart. I was like, fuck. Like, we gotta break this fucking cycle of just complete abuse, fucking self-sabotage, like, the
It's
whole...
easy to to break the cycle. A lot of people, you just, if you really fuck with someone you care, like I said, really be there for them then. Know their triggers, know what causes this shit to be there. Now that truly shows. Time shows everything. Time will tell all. Damn, you've been down with me for three months and you checked on, you've been, I for example, even since I met you just randomly, like we just randomly talk here and there, still keep in contact. And this hasn't been on no level like this or this deep, but it's just that little. It takes that much. It takes 30 seconds to hit someone up. Hey, what's up? How are
Right.
you? Or hey, I'm busy. I just want to tap in and say hi. I'm thinking of you. That could go a long way. Like, you know what I'm saying? So little things matter. Just like I told you, all the points where I've got to where I want to take my life is just because so many things added up. Little things add up, big things. Little things add up to be huge things. In my life, I've said this. I've had so much little shit consistently in my life that I rather have random big shit happen to me in my life randomly than just consistent little shit all the fucking time. I'd rather just have lifespan. Oh, something big happen instead of just do all the fucking time, back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Because that's just tiring. It's irritating.
It is
For
fucking
real.
draining.
Bro, it's fucking draining as shit.
So what are you doing for your
Yeah.
mental peace every day? What's something that you incorporate?
Um, I like to go on runs because I just zone the fuck out. Like, that's the best shit to do. Just go on runs, zone out. I put my headphones in. I listen to music and I just zone the fuck out. And I just
What
go.
you
I
listening
found
to?
myself running some crazy ass miles just because I was literally zoned the fuck out. Like, I literally ran from like Jerry's Nugget area in North Vegas all the way down to T-Mobile Arena.
I don't
Like,
even know. I only know where T-Mobile Arena is, but
uh,
I'm assuming you're a road runner.
I ran from North Vegas all the way down to fucking T-Mobile Arena. Yeah, so just know that. But yeah, it depends what emotion I'm in actually when I run, because early in the mornings I like to listen to more. It's like a like country or kind of like Johnny Cash, kind of like, or I listen to like my sad like hip hop, kind of from like No Cap or like the harmonizing hip hop like Polo G. Or there'll be sometimes where like I'll listen to fucking heavy metal like it literally just depends on an emotion. What emotion do I want when I have this run? Sometimes if I go out if I know like the strips, because I like to run on the strip. If I don't know, oh, the strips will be packed right now, so we popping. I'll put some popping shit on my headphones. That's the vibe when I'm running. I know women are like, damn, he's sexy. I get stopped a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I just be on the corner. I can listen to some Tory Lanez. I can just be like, hey, when I get stopped at a red light or if I have to stop. For real, like when I be stopping, I just stop at the light and I just be dancing. And I know people are like, damn, he's chatted up, he's sexy, look good. I know, so it's like, I know it's like inevitable. People are just like, that's crazy. And I'm sitting, I'm dancing, I'm doing my motherfucking thing. And then it's right back to the run. And it's just, yeah, it's a vibe. So what vibe do I want
Yeah.
on this run today? And
Oh, well,
what's the reason
that's
for
like that's
what's the
nice
reason
though,
for the
running
run?
through the strip.
Yeah. What's the reason for the run? Am I running because I just need to get my run right now, my mind right now, because I could possibly about to be depressed or some shit happen, or am I running just because I want to, or what's the reason?
I hate fucking running. I can work out, but I fucking hate running.
Oh,
But you know what
and if you
my
don't want to
track song
run,
used to be? You know, like we had, yes, had to run like the mile in gym class. So my song was a milli, a milli, a milli. That was like always how I started
dun,
my mile.
dun, dun, dun.
You're like
Yeah,
going
that
through
shit
the
had you
woods.
going.
I'm like, I'm gonna
That shit
finish
had you
this in
going.
8:30, okay?
You feel me? You know stuff already. There's songs that will literally motivate you. Like if you listen to a song, you can even put one on repeat. Like, you'll have better performance. You're just fucking like, yeah, like zone the fuck out.
Yeah,
But
I
if
mean,
I
I
don't
really
be
want to
run,
listen to hip hop when I work out.
if I don't run, I like to go on hikes. I like I'm a recording artist, so I love to record. That's an amazing release doing music, but everyone's not musically talented or inclined. So um, yeah, go on walks. Like it sounds so cliche, but people don't do it enough. How many times are you out in nature without a cell phone or just very out there? People don't do that.
I love
That's
walking the
good to get
dogs
away
every
from
night
shit.
because it's like I walk them at like 10 at night, like late, and it's fucking the stars are out,
Weather's perfect.
weather's perfect, chilling, it's quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
feel it.
gotta definitely go hiking when the hikes open up. They should actually open up this month, right? Because it's about to be cooler.
You want to? We should go hit the hot
Cooler.
springs.
They do the Gold Strike.
Yeah, because when it's cold, you're in hot water outside. It's tight.
Yeah, I definitely need a guy with me on that hike because you gotta fucking go back up, and my arm strength is like
Yeah,
a
you
little
need
bit.
help. Yeah. I fucked myself up on that. I took my son on the hike. I have him strapped to my chest. The baby, he's 1 now, but at that time, I think he was probably like 7 months. And there was a part where I was climbing down, and I slipped, and I didn't want him to hit, so I just had to cover him, and I just had to swing into the rock and hit like my head and all this. But I had to take it. I had to, because he's not gonna get hit. So I fucked myself up on the hike. I was like, damn.
You had the 7-month-old baby on the hike strapped to your chest.
Yo, he loves hikes, bro. I have pictures of him, bro. I have pictures of him since he was tiny as hell, strapped to my chest. We're going on hikes on Red Rock, and I mean real hikes. Like I'm climbing, I'm doing crazy shit. Like he has some dope ass pictures already, like crazy ass photos. People, every time we go on
I
hikes,
saw
people are
some
always
people with their
blown.
dogs on the hike. They were literally like had a pulley thing for their dogs to go down in the hot springs. I'm like, really?
That's funny. They're fucking lowering the dog down and shit.
And these were like it was like a big ass dog. It wasn't like no chihuahua. I'm like, oh, y'all serious? I don't even think he wants to be out here.
Yeah, the dog was like, "What the hell are y'all getting me into?" The dog probably have suicide. He's depressed. He's like, "Yo, I'm about to these motherfuckers is
Just
fucking me
drop
up.
me now.
Yeah, get it over with. I'm sick of y'all. Get me the fuck
It's
out of
almost
here."
Halloween. She's gonna put my costume on.
Yeah, I know some dogs too that dress up dogs hella like a lot. I know they like, damn, like do they hate that shit? Like they have
I
like the
don't
little
know.
boots and the mittens and like
I mean,
some
I
dogs just
think
be
like
looking
maybe some
like,
dogs like it because it's like a comfort thing. Like when they wear clothes, it makes them feel like less anxious because they
yeah.
make those things for like when dogs get scared of fireworks and shit. So I could
Really?
see if like they like to be snuggle, but I ain't dressing my
No,
dogs. The most they get is like a beanie or like maybe a bandana
I never knew that.
for a pick.
I never knew that. But yeah, oh, and
What?
animals will help people too with suicide. Like, get you a good friend, especially when you feel like no one's there. That will help you a lot. You have a companion, some type of companion. That helps
Yes.
too. Find you a
Get
little
a
companion. Because I remember
what are they called?
talking
Emotional
about what.
support animals. They really are emotional support. They make me so happy.
Oh, I'm gonna get an animal and take it everywhere with me. I'm gonna go on a plane. Like, no, my tarantula needs to come with me. He's my emotional
I'm on a
support
quest to
animal.
find wildlife in Vegas. Okay, I'm on a quest.
Have you
I
been to the
need to,
lion habitat ranch out there yet?
the one in Mirage.
No, there's a place out there. It's literally called the Lion Habitat Ranch. It's out in Henderson, and they have like lions, giraffes, tigers, fucking
Are
everything you
they
could
all
think of,
like
all the
drugged
exotic
up and
animals.
fucking in cages, or is it open?
It's open. and cages. I don't know, it's a lot of stuff. You just got to go there. It's dope though. But they have an experience where you can actually pet the tigers and the lions and do shit. And,
Yeah, but
yeah.
I feel like all that shit's like, no, they're all fucking drugging the animals. Fuck zoos. Like,
That's some
I don't
fucking so that's some fucking
ain't no safari in Vegas. Like,
what's the dude's name that had all the tigers and lions and Exotic Joe shit? Or was that his name? Exotic.
Joe.
Yeah, Exotic Joe. Yeah,
Tiger King.
Tiger King. Yeah, I'm about to be here for Halloween, and I'm gonna have a bunch of bitches dressed up like tigers walking around.
Hey, you cool cats and kittens.
That's lit. That's tight. Ah. Huh?
Can I be like the different?
Nah, you know it'd be dope. We'll have bitches dressed up like that, but you'll be Carol Baskin.
Basket.
Yeah, Carol Baskin. Carol.
Carol Baskin.
Hey yo, I was saying that for the longest. It was so annoying. Like whenever shit would happen, I was like, "It was Carol Baskin's fault." Like, I always
Did you
just
hear
say
her
that shit.
commercial on Shave 45?
Nah.
She has a commercial on there. She's like, I'm with DJ Who Kid.
He's retarded for that shit. She did a drop for DJ Who Kid. That's funny as fuck. That's funny. That's funny.
Well, I appreciate you being on today and talking about your shit. I just love meeting people that are like really like not scared to talk about their truth, and I love meeting men that are too. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, no doubt. I hope people that listen found like ways to either help they shit or just start, or people that may not even be suicidal, have depression. You found ways to, you could have helped a friend today because now you know how to. You know
right. Even if you don't have it, you could always just help somebody or just.
Got some
it doesn't
insight.
cost shit to be kind to people.
It does not.
I'm nice until you're not nice to me. So.
Yeah, that's how I am. I tell people this all the time. I feel like everyone in the world should live by this. When you meet someone, like you're all at the same level. You respect. I respect you. Respect me. You gotta give respect. Respect. And everyone has a shovel, and you're either gonna fucking dig yourself a grave and fuck yourself up and lose my respect, or we're gonna grow together. That's literally all it is. That's it. Like, it's not difficult.
Stop being weirdos. Vegas.
Fucking weirdos. Goofy goobers.
What are you guys doing this weekend? Anything fun?
I don't know. I was supposed to fly back today, but I don't know. I'll probably fly back tomorrow.
Oh.
But nah, you know, my life is just, I live everything by bookings if I get booked for something. So I may fight again November 20th, but it's not for sure yet. So I'm still smoking and doing me and all my rapper tattoo artist shit until then. Until I have to be fucking serious.
Don't be hipping up my phone. Don't be.
Bro, I ain't been at the gym. I ain't been doing nothing. The only fucking fighting I've been doing is in my VR headset, playing Rocky Balboa.
You haven't been training?
I've been chilling. I go on my runs. Don't get me wrong. I always, here's the thing. Once you're a mixed martial artist,
you
you have
don't
a
need
certain
much
skill
time.
level. Yeah, when you have a certain skill level or set, it's just about keeping up the cardio, because cardio is everything. I don't want to go in there and get mollywopped because I was tired. Huh? Yeah, actually, it would be out here.
Okay, nice.
November 20th.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing. I'm always here if you need to, talk. Anyone on here? Appreciate y'all.
Yep, no doubt. Anyone that's feeling down, make sure you communicate with people.
Try cannabis. It works very well.
I love y'all. No, so I've had some people say that they can't do it because it makes them think more. And I'm like, I can see that.
It affects everyone differently. Some people get really anxious.
And I'll get super high and just get like, I'll be gone. Like, I don't even care no more. That's like, you blew my high. You can literally blow someone's high. I didn't know that until I started, because I ain't been smoking that long. I've only been smoking since I was 23. But I didn't know that was a real thing. I've heard people like, oh, you fucking blew my high. That blew my high. And I was just like, that's bullshit. And now that I smoke, I'm like, God damn. I've had some shit blow my high. Fuck. Fuck. I need to smoke again. You fuck my shit all up.
Yeah, definitely. I've had that's happened to me not much. I really don't let people affect me, but some people are just like, yo, you fucking my high up. Like, get the fuck away from me. Like,
Yeah, I live my life, bro. Now I live my life by this. If you're not like my significant other or my immediate family, you shouldn't affect me like that much to where it should throw my energy off of my day or like it shouldn't matter. But it's kind of
right.
hard to do because especially in society today. Yeah, and there's social media. But yeah, if you like, I don't give a fuck what the fuck you think. Like, you don't even get my time and my energy. Like, skedaddle.
Right.
Fuck out. Yeah.
I'm learning the patience.
Yeah. I don't really like have patience.
I mean, it's just like no one's gonna take me out of character unless, because like I said, I'm kind until you're not. So I'm not an angel. I'm just
Yeah.
fucking trying to be
Yeah.
not pop off
That
and
will piss
shit.
that will piss them off more because they
Mhm.
want a certain rise out of you. They want a certain action. People expect it.
Because
And
you know
when
you
you be
got
in
shit to
control,
lose, and you're like, ugh.
when you're being controlled, that'll piss someone off.
No name lane.
Yeah.
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 All right, I'll
I
talk
got
to you. Have a good
I got
weekend.
the got New
What you
York on me right now. Yeah, I know you're from Jersey, but I got New York on me right now.
It's not the same, but okay, East Coast.
Yeah. All right. All right, man. I appreciate you though, man. Love you. Love y'all. Y'all be safe.
Peace.
No doubt. Love you.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Ooh. Shout out to Miss K Mendez, MKM Glam, for the makeup this morning for the photo shoot. I'm about to go wash it off now. So yeah, if anybody knows anyone that has any mental health issues with depression, suicide, or anything like that, use some of those techniques that Andre was talking about, and just make sure you're checking on people and checking on their mental health. How are you feeling mentally? Because that's a question nobody can avoid. It's like either a yes or a no. Oh, hey, Moni. Shout out to my manager, Moni. Slay. All right, everyone have a great weekend. I'm about to wash this makeup off. Stay tuned. What the fuck?